First, I go in with my Pond's moisturizer. It is very thick, so if you don't really like thick moisturizer, I recommend you go with the CeraVe. I'm pretty sure it's way thinner. And then I go with my Power Grip primer, just all over the face, and then my putty primer only around my nose area, unless you want to spread it out. And then I use a random black eyeshadow, just any random matte black eyeshadow for my eyebrows. And I just make them straight and then go down, pretty much. And then I go with my NYX concealer stick to just carve out my eyebrows. I would use it for my under eyes and everything, but I'm running out, and I really, really love this concealer. I recommend you buy it. It's been my favorite concealer since it came out. It's very smooth, and I like how smooth it also makes my skin look, so definitely worth your money. And then I'm just like filling in any little thing I need to fill in before I blend it all out. Make sure they're as even as I can get them. After I blended that all out, I went to my Milani foundation. I really recommend this foundation. And yes, I know it is a little bit yellow on my skin tone, I think. But I bought it already, so I might as well use it. And then I'm gonna go with this random complexion stick I found at Target. It's like $8 and it has a lot of product, and I think it's super good and really blendable. I honestly would say it's worth your money. And then I'm gonna go with my Milani Infallible, I think that's how you say it, concealer. I really like this concealer because it's really thick, and I like the thickness of it under my eyes. I think it has really high coverage, and you could probably use it as foundation too. I really love this concealer. It's definitely worth it. Kind of pricey for a drugstore makeup, I think. And then I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. liquid blush. I recommend maybe you blend it in with like your beauty blender for less pigmentation. I made the mistake of using my brush, but it already had a lot of product on it, so. And then I'm gonna go in with my Fit Me powder. I just put it all over my face, and then I bake under my cheeks. I really love this powder. It never made my makeup cakey. I totally recommend. And then I'm gonna go in with my Milani bronzer. I think it's bronzer unless it's contour. I really, really like it, and I really recommend it. It's pretty pigmented, and it's lasted me quite a while, so definitely buy it. And then with my nose contour, I just use the same Milani bronzer, and I make sure I put it under my nose, kind of like blush, and then a straight line right across where my piercings are. I usually use my piercings as my guide. And then straight up my nose, and then curve it into my eyebrow curve bone, if that makes any sense. Hopefully it does. And then after that, I'm going to go in with my powdered blush from Wet n Wild. It is pretty cheap and pretty pigmented, so if you're looking for something cheap and pigmented, I recommend this blush. Then I'm going to go in with my setting mist from e.l.f. I really recommend it. I love it a lot and it locks in my makeup. And then I'm going to go with my NYX lip liner, Nude Truffle. I love this shade. I really do recommend it. And I just kind of make like a bigger Cupid's bow than what I have. Then after my face gets a little more dry from the setting spray, I go in with my Fit Me powder or press powder. I really love this press powder. It's never done me dirty. I really recommend you get it. After I go with my pressed powder, I make sure to re-overline my lips just to make it a little bit darker because I feel like it does something. I don't know if it really does, but to me it does. And then I'm going to use the NYX liquid matte lipstick. I recommend any nudish pink for the inner lip. Just anything would actually look good. And then I go in with a little dark brown eyeshadow from my, I think it's called Aegyo. I don't really know how to say it. And then Fit Me just to like make it a little brighter under the eyes. And then you could go in with like any pearl highlighter, any white pearly highlighter would look perfect with this. It doesn't really matter the brand, but this one's from Hard Candy. And then I'm gonna go with my Dolly Hazel eye contacts. I really love these. They're from iMoody, and there's my discount code if you want to use it.